All right, guys, we are recording. We are good to go. This is Elisha Gegg. I'm an ambassador. I have, I think, three of you guys that are on here with me. So Lauren Murphy, presidential, Casey Norton, and Krissy Mueller, both triples. So we're excited. Guys, I don't want to take forever to go over this because I know we're all busy trying to work our businesses and talk about keto and messages and everything and whatnot. But we want to offer you guys some tips and some advice on just how to market this, how to grow your businesses with the keto coffee. I have been spending the evening going through our more commonly known as what would be bulletproof coffee, which is keto friendly. Okay. So when you have, I'm not a keto queen. I'm not going to pretend to be like a keto queen. That's, I'm going to say for my sister, Krissy, who has been on this diet. Lauren, have you been doing it for a little bit too?
Keto?
Yeah.
No.
No. Okay. But Krissy has been on it for a while, but bulletproof coffee is a big thing for keto drinkers. What we're offering is a bulletproof coffee that's keto friendly. But the thing is that we have to remember that it's super convenient and it's way more cost efficient. Okay, so if you are doing the bulletproof coffee, you're putting in the MCT oil, you're putting in the butter, you're doing the heavy whipping cream. So all of these things are being added to coffee, where we just have all of that in our super convenient packet that we just add to water. Plus we have the collagen protein that's being added to it. So make sure you're educating yourself on this. Make sure if you want to look into more of the bulletproof coffee, just Google bulletproof coffee and you're going to get a ton of information from doing that. I think I had something else that I wanted to share. Oh, some people were saying that as far as it being cost efficient, they were spending anywhere from $2 to $2.50 a day on actual bulletproof coffee, whereas ours breaks down to $2.60. We are adding in the protein, the collagen protein, plus honestly, you can't beat the convenience. There was so many of them that were saying that they just couldn't get their bulletproof coffee in if they were busy in the mornings. It took too much time. So I wanted to say that this is also really great for it. You do not have to be on the keto diet to get to have benefits from doing this keto coffee. Okay, so how was I going to word that? I want to read exactly how this was worded so I don't jack it all up. 1 second. Again, I spent the evening just reading all the questions that everybody has. And I think what's important to know is that you don't have to pretend to, everything, because we just started learning about this today. And I don't think it's bad for you to say, hey, I don't know the answer, but I'm going to find that out. Let me find this. Hold on. Or actually, while I'm looking for it, I'll have Lauren, you're unmuted. So if you just wanted to share a tip on something that you're doing or you have ideas for as far as promoting.
Okay, so I think the big thing is what Elisha was saying about this product is for everyone. It's not just for keto people, but really find who does keto of your friend list and find out who wants to be doing keto and offer them this product. Okay, so all the things that Elisha just said, you have to educate yourself on it, but the people who are doing keto know what this is. If you just give them like whenever you go to your product, in your eSuite, you can click on product like details or whatever, and it shows you exactly. I mean, the company spells it out for us. Take a screenshot of that on your phone and then just send it to them. It breaks it down exactly what's in it, why you need those products. Don't try to like make this harder than it is. And people who do keto will already know why this is amazing for them. Mm-hmm. Everyone else is looking for coffee on the go. And what you need to learn about is that protein. Every woman wants collagen protein, promise. Okay. So make sure that you educate yourself on the collagen protein and then be able to talk about that for people who don't do keto. That's how I'm kind of talking about it. So whenever the big thing is going to old loyal customers. So if you guys don't do this already, I think it's really important, and I'll let Casey kind of talk about it because I know this is something she wants to talk about, but like making a group of your loyal customers on Facebook, and so you can keep track of them. But if you don't already do that, reaching out, like you guys dig back through your messages. I hope you have a stash somewhere of your loyal customers that you're keeping up with, but just sending a short, quick message. Oh my gosh, I wanted you to be the first to know as a loyal customer. I have my hands on this amazing new product. I don't know if you've ever heard of keto before or the keto lifestyle, but this is a perfect add-on to that if you're doing that. If not, I'd love to help you get this product in your hands anyways. It's an amazing instant coffee that tastes amazing and has collagen protein in it. And they're going to be like, what's collagen protein? And then that's where you start the conversation and you just tell them it makes your face like perfect. Okay. So that's the big thing, is I think people are getting, and even myself, I'm like, oh my God, I don't know keto diet. Like I had never honestly heard of it until we all started talking about it. I saw some other network marketing companies talk about it before. But I was like never interested. It never caught my eye. I think actually one of the first times I heard about it was from Krissy because she was doing it and we were eating Mexican and she's like, oh yeah, I'm eating this keto diet. I'm like, that's a diet? Cause I'm like, what the hell are you eating? Like that's so much, like it wasn't what I would have thought diet foods. Right. So anyways, just don't overwhelm yourself, but educate yourself. Make sure you read the product knowledge and then don't make it like too complicated when you talk to them. But I will tell you guys, people just want new. So just the buzz about this being new, they can feel your excitement. So however you're posting on social media, the messages that you're sending your loyal customers, being like, you have to get your hands on this. It's a pre-launch. It's shipping on the second. It's going to sell out. Like I wanted you to be the first to know. That's huge. And then the last tip I have is you guys have to buy this. Like you have to. I don't care if you're keto or you're not. You guys cannot sell something you've never tried. How many of you have said, what does it taste like? And somebody tells you, well, it's kind of like buttery and like smooth. It's like, and all of us are tasting like melty popcorn mixed with coffee. And it's kind of like buttery and like greasy in my mouth. And I'm like, oh, okay. So like you have to get it in your hands, even if you don't plan on drinking it, because A, you have samples to send out to people who want to try it. B, you have to be able to taste it one time at least. And you have to take a great selfie with it, get it on your feed. And so like, honestly, the ads right now, like the keto ad is fine because none of us have our hands on it. But the second that we all start getting our own hands on it, the people who have it in their hands are going to sell it. The people who are still sharing that black and green keto coffee, they're not going to sell it because everyone's going to want to buy it from the person who has it in their hands. So those are my tips. Okay.
Amen. Oh, that was so good. And like you said, the samples, like it's so crucial. If you have them, you can do a sample party, like Cammie was saying earlier on her Zoom or live thing. So I found what they said about like somebody who's non-keto. So I just want to kind of read this to you. It says healthy fats from the grass-fed beef and dairy contain high levels of CLA, which is an omega-6 fatty acid, blah, blah, blah. That's a bunch of like lingo. I don't even know what it means, but this is the stuff I know. Okay. It inhibits your body's ability to store subcutaneous fat MCT oil is also a thermogenic, causing you to burn more calories. So even like not being on the keto diet, you're still going to get crazy awesome benefits. And so I got that out there. One other thing that I wanted to add on to Lauren's, and then I'll pass it on to somebody else, is like she said, is to contact our current loyal customers, you know, and one of the things that I like to do is to remind them, hey, with your being a loyal customer, you get this added perk of being one of the first to know. So I actually have like a message that you can edit a little bit. I'll put it in the chat for you guys. And that's just like, again, just edit it to make your own. And it's just, would you like to know, would you be interested in hearing the benefits of it? So, Krissy, you want to go ahead? Yes. Krissy's our keto girl. She has been on it and had amazing results.
I absolutely love it. It's honestly the easiest and best thing I've ever done for myself. Not just for weight loss, but there's so many amazing benefits that come along with it. But I'm not just encouraging you to just go out there and go do the keto diet. I just want you guys to educate yourself on it, because this keto coffee is the start of an entire ItWorks line that we have coming here. So the best thing that you can do for yourself is educate yourself on it. We have YouTube for that. There's so many different blogs out there for it. One thing that I do want to suggest that you don't do is don't just go and add yourself to a ton of keto groups and then just start spamming these people. I don't know if some of you guys are a part of like mommy groups, but from what I've heard, some of the people in there are kind of like Nazis and they're like a little crazy. And I'm just going to tell you that some of the keto people are like this too. They're a little crazy. And just like us, we don't want to be spammed with anything. So always remember that we're in the business of building relationships first and foremost. So always remember that with anything else, just build relationships with people instead of spamming people. I'm sure all of the keto groups got an abundance of ItWorks distributors wanting to request to be added a part of them within the past like 12 hours, probably, whenever we kind of got the wave that it was going to be keto. So just try and set yourself apart from all the other ItWorks distributors out there. Always remember we're branding ourselves, not just ItWorks, because we all know ItWorks is already branded. I wanted to add something that you can do with your loyal customers there. And Lauren mentioned reaching out to your old ones, especially the ones that did like a 90-day challenge for you. Reach out to them and see if they would be interested in doing another 90-day challenge for you, which consists of the keto coffee here. Because they're already familiar with the 90-day challenge, and just get them signed up again. They can get the perk points, all that good stuff. Let's see what else I wanted to add here. Definitely really, I had somebody ask me this earlier. She sent me a text and she said, if I'm not doing keto, am I going to get fat drinking this coffee? And no, you will not. Of course, it's higher in the fat because that's what people need with the keto diet, but it's only, I think it's 9 grams of fat within it. So it's actually really good, and it's all the good fats for your body. So don't feel like if you're not going to do the keto lifestyle that you're all of a sudden going to blow up because you're drinking this keto coffee here. And a couple things that I wanted to add with it too. We like keto right now of where we're at, like in just our lives right now, it is about ready to explode. Like I feel like it's exploded, but that's just because I've been a part of it for a few months and I've seen it kind of working its way up, but a lot of people have yet to even hear about it. And we are at like the cutting edge of it. Like we get to be a part of it. And I 100% trust our corp whenever they say this is going to be the biggest product line launch within our company's history, because I know how big keto is and I know how big of a deal it is. Something I know what I wanted to add there was the fact that we have the MCT oil within our coffee. For those of you who don't know what MCT oil, it is absolutely amazing. There are so many amazing benefits with it. One of them being our brain function. It's so good for your brain. So to have that MCT oil thrown in there with all of the benefits with it is, I absolutely love it. So this by far trumps making bulletproof coffee at home, to be able to just rip open a packet, put it in your cold water or your hot water and just have it on the go, because we live in a time now where everybody wants convenience. So if you're going to be able to open up a package, mix it up and go, people are going to want that and they're going to want to get their hands on it. So really, really stress the big deal that this is so convenient that people are just going to be able to do it super quick, just like that. Anything else you want me to add as far as like keto?
I don't think so. I think, one of the biggest things that we need to do is just educate ourselves. And there's, like you said, there's so many other, so many ways that we can educate ourselves on the keto diet. I don't think we need to go out and like really focus on that. If anybody has questions, I think, is one thing.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Where's Miss Casey? I don't see her.
Right here.
Here you are. Okay.
Okay. So I just have like a couple short tips. So when I heard that it was going to be keto, I literally like started panicking, and I did start joining all these keto groups. I didn't spam them, I promise, but I was like, okay, how much can I learn about keto? Blah, 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 blah. I think like the biggest thing is don't overwhelm yourself right now. Learn about our product. Don't try and learn about everything, because it's going to get overwhelming, because I know that I was feeling overwhelmed. So that's a quick note. So for loyal customer groups, so this is kind of like about keto and not about keto. I have a loyal customer group for all my loyal customers. I love it. I add my direct downline to it, and I have them add their loyal customers, and I post in it a couple times a week and have them post in it. It's just a good way to keep in contact with your loyal customers, like also message them, but just another way. So I've been posting all about this keto thing in there, and I've had actually a couple loyal customers order it, because they actually don't even know anything about keto, but I just as Lauren and Elisha were saying, I just kind of told them the benefits of it, because like I said, I know nothing about it. So I was just like, product info, this is what it says. And so a ton of people are ordering that because it's cheaper than a Starbucks drink right now. So that is amazing. So if someone says I can't afford it, I always say, I know you spend like $5 a day at Starbucks on your grande vanilla latte. So those are my big things. And, just definitely order it, try it, like invest in your business, invest in yourself. And a good post that Jacob and I were actually talking about this, is take like a white coffee mug, or it doesn't have to be white, and take that keto logo until you have it and put it on the coffee mug. Like Jacob and I did it, and we were like, oh my goodness, this is the best picture ever. So it was like super cute, and I'm definitely going to post that in the morning, and yeah, just post about it, share about it. You don't have to know everything, and yeah, tell all your loyal customers and PLCs and everyone about it. That's all I have.
I love it. Love it. I'm glad that you said post about it, because it is important. But remember, for anybody who is in Nashville, boot camp, just because we're posting about it doesn't mean that we're asking. So we actually have to take it a step further and make sure that you're asking people about it. One thing that I saw somebody asking over in here is like, do we want to add creamer to it, or do we want to add anything to it? Something that they're suggesting is that we add our chocolate greens to it, or we add our chocolate shake to it. The chocolate greens will, if you do it in your hot coffee, it will literally just like melt away in there. So, and that'll be kind of like your cream. Is there any other questions that were over there I didn't see? No. Okay. So Lauren mentioned earlier that you definitely want to make sure you guys are ordering the coffee. If you have not ordered the coffee, order the coffee. You guys need, like she said, you can't like sell something that you haven't used or you won't have in hand. So, but here's a tip for you for that. You can place your order and actually make money off of your order. Place it in, say if you're promoting, you can place it in a spot on your chart and get the volume there. So I'm going to actually post a picture, a detailed like step-by-step picture, as well as a description on exactly how you can place that order in our big group page. So if there aren't any other questions, I think that'll be it. You guys see anything or anything else you wanted to add?
Dawn asked if you can use the shake on keto, and yes, you can. The shake was my best friend, and every single morning I'd have the chocolate shake.
Can I just say one more thing, you guys? If you're sitting here thinking, well, I'm not going to do keto, because I can tell you right now, like, I'm not going to do keto. So if you're sitting here saying, well, I'm not going to do keto, so I'm probably just not going to share this coffee. I'm going to stick to selling my greens and my ThermoFit and whatever else. Like, you're really hurting yourself. You you guys, like, we have these amazing products. This is just the start. This is what people want. This creates a buzz. So it isn't really an option if you want to be successful. You have to have an education about this because it's going to be a whole line of products. And there's going to be all these other distributors out there so excited and having the buzz about this, and you're not going to have it. And they're going to be like, well, I want this thing, this coffee, this other crazy person is like excited about, or whatever. So just know that, you know, I don't use a lot of our products. I do use a lot, but I don't use a lot as well. But I'm still knowledgeable on them. And so I think a lot of people just are so black and white, and they're like, well, I'm not keto, so I'm not doing this. You have to educate yourself and be able to speak to this because, like we've all said, you don't have to be keto to take this product. So,
love it. Yes. If you guys didn't see, somebody did mention earlier in the chat that there is a ton of info in our eSuite under the document section. Use that. Okay. Like if somebody asks you a question, like use that to your advantage. And if you don't find the answer there, utilize our team pages. We will find the answer. And like I mentioned earlier, don't be afraid to tell your potential that, hey, I don't know that answer, but I am going to figure it out for you. So I think that's it, you guys. Let's freaking go crazy with this. I know that there's more coming to the Keto Works line like we talked about earlier, but coffee is our main focus for right now. So let's go sell some coffee. All right. Have a good night, everyone.